What's going on, AI Nexus community? Welcome back. Today, we're packed full of groundbreaking AI headlines from this last week that you might have missed. This past week we saw It Sees 3D busting deepfake videos and photos with their new platform Avatar SDK. Apple has removed their generative AI apps from the China App Store amid the new generative AI regulations. Netflix's angry response to the striking Hollywood actors and writers involves AI. We'll be covering our highly anticipated segment, the AI Minute. And finally, our AI product of the week is an open-source toolkit developed to help users build their own personal AI product assistant. You do not want to miss this AI breakthrough. With AI Nexus, you'll never miss a headline. Subscribe to our channel so you are the first to see the weekly update as soon as it's released. So buckle up and get ready, because this was a jam-packed week. 3D graphics and digital identity, It Sees 3D, launched their newest platform last week called Avatar SDK. The deepfake detector aims to enable companies to fortify user security and strengthen application integrity. Avatar SDK was created in response to the increasing problems arising from deepfake technology. Verifying user identity has become paramount in developing safe and secure applications. It Sees 3D has spoken on the topic of deepfakes and has recognized the urgency of detecting fake users. Avatar SDK uses facial verification systems and digital identity management platforms with tools to combat these problems and lower the number of fraudulent attempts. By using machine learning algorithms, Avatar SDK is able to analyze facial features to distinguish genuine photos from synthetic 3D avatars. Moving on, amid China's new AI regulation laws, Apple has removed dozens of apps from their Chinese App Store. Beginning August 15th, the Chinese government will begin enforcing a series of measures to regulate generative AI services, including API providers. In the past week, Apple has begun removing generative AI apps from Apple's China App Store. The removal of various apps came after Chinese developers were given notices from Apple informing them of the removal. OpenCat, a ChatGPT client, was told by Apple that their content has become illegal in China. ChatGPT does not have the required licensing from the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology to operate in China. More than 100 apps have been removed from the China App Store. Their return is dependent on whether or not the developers and companies submit for a review and apply for a license from the MIIT. While China is setting a global example on AI regulation, let's take a look at how Netflix is using AI to replace jobs. The Hollywood strike has been underway for months now as human writers, actors, and directors push for fairer working conditions. Netflix, one of the largest streaming platforms, has decided to instead replace its striking employees with generative AI. Last week, Netflix triggered outrage from strikers about posting a job ad for an artificial intelligence expert. The new position would join the existing machine learning platform team that developed the Netflix algorithm that helps viewers pick their next program. The position is expected to pay upwards of $900,000 a year, a fact that only fuels the outrage. Many Hollywood unions are striking over their growing concerns about how artificial intelligence affects their pay and the entertainment industry. A key concern for one of the union representing actors, SAG-AFTRA, was spoken out about their fears that algorithms have too much power when deciding what viewers can see. The success of film or television was much less important when broadcasting on television was the dominant route for entertainment. Now, with streaming platforms, algorithms are dictating how many episodes must be within a season before you reach a plateau of new subscribers. This hurts everyone on set: actors, writers, producers, and stagehands. We'll continue to watch this headline closely as further news develops regarding AI's role. And now, the much-anticipated weekly AI Minute, where we quickly touch on everything else making news in the last week. Google has announced RT2, a new AI model that translates both vision and language in robot motion. Meta is following in Snapchat's footsteps with integrating AI chatbots with different personalities on their app. Internal emails predict that Google's Assistant is about to get an AI upgrade. Meta has released a new open-source software called AudioCraft that consists of 3 models: MusicGen, AudioGen, and Encodec. The software is geared towards creating new compositions, background noise tracks for game developers, and even small businesses wanting to add a soundtrack to their latest Instagram post. ChatGPT 3 is now officially available on Android devices across the globe. OpenAI is finalizing their development on GPT-4, but doesn't plan to fully release the chatbot anytime soon. They fear their latest AI is too powerful for just any one person to use and will continue with its general availability. Adobe has released a new generative expand in Photoshop for users to expand existing images. Shopify's new AI assistant is now live. Sidekick is a help bot that shows anything and everything about Shopify. Stability AI announced Stable Diffusion XL 1.0, the latest version of their base model. The new improvements include more accurate color, higher contrast, and finer details. InWorld is officially the best-funded startup in AI and gaming. Their latest funding raised around $50 million from Lightspeed and others. And last, but most certainly not least, our new AI product of the week, Constructible. It's time to stop digging for lost files, apps, and emails to find something you need now. By using Constructible, users are able to ask their new AI assistant to instantly find documents, changes, conversations, and anything else you might need to keep your projects on track. Constructible pulls together all of your files and communications from all the apps you work within. By doing so, the AI assistant is able to answer questions quickly and accurately. Constructible allows users to integrate Google Drive, Gmail, Dropbox, Microsoft Teams, Slack, and more. Constructible brings together all of your important work emails and files to one place so you don't have to go digging for it anymore. It also makes your data traceable back to the original source so there isn't any content left out. Users can easily review information and avoid making costly mistakes. And now, are you curious to hear more about what Netflix AI is going to look like? Well, we've broken it all down here in this video.